At Briggs Stratton, we make engines and outdoor power equipment better than anyone else in the world. That's what we do. But that's not who we are. We're the people behind this famous brand. We're the faces of ingenuity and innovation, of quality and hard work, of pride and power. We're driven by the goal of creating superior value for our customers, suppliers, employees, and communities. By providing power for people all over the world, we help make their lives better. We're a lot like our customers. Hardworking, self-reliant. These are Briggs & Stratton people. This is Briggs & Stratton.
This really started it all. This is where Briggs & Stratton started. Stephen Briggs and Harry Stratton founded Briggs & Stratton Corporation back in 1908. We started as an automotive company, and this was it, the Briggs & Stratton Flyer.
The Flyer was a curious contraption, the lowest cost production automobile ever made. And it launched a legacy of ingenuity and invention. Briggs & Stratton went on to power washing machines and tillers. Then a decisive moment. It was 1953. We introduced the lightweight aluminum engine. It revolutionized the lawn and garden industry. Just about anybody could afford these new lawnmowers, and everybody wanted one. Briggs & Stratton became an integral part of suburban life.
Essentially what it allowed people to do was to have a lawnmower that was much more portable, much easier to maneuver than what was out there before.
Briggs & Stratton spent the rest of the 20th century innovating, developing, building, and all but perfecting the small gasoline engine. Briggs & Stratton began the 21st century with a new vision. With an eye on the global marketplace, Briggs & Stratton entered the end product market. No longer just the engine within products, we acquired companies that manufacture lawnmowers, snow throwers, generators, pressure washers, and other outdoor power equipment. With all the growth, with all the change, Briggs & Stratton remains committed to the power within. That power moves people and machines to build better lives.
And that's really what that brand means. That people understand that it will help them get the job done and get it done right.
That sense of commitment to the end user is what drives our two business segments, the Engine Group and the Products Group. In engines, we're the experts. No one does engines like Briggs & Stratton. We design, build, sell, and service small engines in more than 100 countries, more than anyone else in the world. Our manufacturing facilities are a fusion of talented, skilled people and state-of-the-industry technology. Our engines are the choice for other power equipment manufacturers, too. 9 out of 10 leading lawnmower brands count on Briggs & Stratton to power more of their products than any other engines. It's recognized excellence. In addition to our engines business, we also offer our own lines of outdoor power equipment under the Briggs & Stratton name and several others, each with their own strengths, their own loyal customer base. And we've developed relationships with other manufacturers, collaborations that make Briggs & Stratton even stronger, more in tune with the customer. Innovation is essential to who we are, to what we do. It's woven into our history. It shapes our future. We research, develop, and design. Then we experiment, test, and perfect our products to deliver them with value.
It really comes down to how can we make it better for the person that's using the equipment.
We listen to our customers. We are determined to deliver what they need.
We talk a lot about voice of the customer at Briggs & Stratton. Well, really what that means is we want to go out in the field and we want to understand how they use our products. And so a lot of it has to do with customer touch points and the things and how they interact with the product. How do we make it easier for them to use our product? That's a big part of what Briggs Stratton is going to be in the future, especially as it relates to developing markets. So it started as two guys out of Milwaukee, is now a global company on 6 different continents with over 30,000 dealers throughout the world.
Briggs Stratton today is a global organization, providing power for people everywhere to make their lives better.
That could mean all the way from mowing lawns in Wisconsin to growing rice over in Asia, to building roads and having construction projects down in Brazil. All over the world is where Briggs Stratton is today. We're very much of a global company.
Briggs Stratton has been around for more than 100 years, so we appreciate sustainability. And for us, sustainability means 3 things: people, planet, and profit. First, people. You don't get to be the world's largest producer of small engines and outdoor power equipment without people. People who are invested in the company, in our mission to provide superior products at a superior value.
We've got some great assets, we've got a great brand, we've got great plants, we've got great facilities. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to the people.
And those people, our Briggs Stratton people, build more than engines. We help build communities too. We fund the arts. In Milwaukee, we're a sponsor of Summerfest, the largest music festival in the world. We support health and human service needs. The American Cancer Society's Relay for Life, Briggs & Al's Run and Walk for Children's Hospital of Wisconsin, and the United Way are just a few examples. We also donated $1 million worth of equipment to the American Red Cross to help it get ahead of the storm and be equipped when disaster strikes. And we reach out far beyond personal boundaries, touching the global community in times of crisis. From a massive earthquake in Haiti to a deadly tsunami in Japan, Briggs & Stratton was there. Our rapid response team distributed generators and power washers, and our people jumped in too, helping total strangers rebuild their lives.
What we believe is really important is that we help those people in their time of need.
That concept of corporate responsibility is also reflected in our second pillar of sustainability, planet. Over the years, we've reduced emissions and cut down on our energy use. We've pioneered wastewater recycling in our factories. And we recycle more than 250,000 gallons of oil and millions of pounds of scrap metal every year. At Briggs & Stratton, protecting the environment is a priority. Our third pillar of sustainability is business excellence. We're committed to bringing innovative products to market. Our engineering and manufacturing processes are constantly evaluated and optimized. We're always looking for ways to bring value to our customers and our shareholders. It helps ensure Briggs & Stratton is there for the long run. The future is bright for Briggs & Stratton. We envision strong growth. In the engines business, in new products with higher profit margins, in emerging markets around the world.
One of the things that's really important in the world today is as some of the emerging markets continue to develop from an industrial standpoint. So how can we help with that? How can we help build roads? How can we help build infrastructure for some of these countries? So it goes well beyond just mowing the lawn from what it used to be, and much more to how do we provide value and make people's lives better.
We do it with the same commitment, the same ingenuity, the same passion that has driven Briggs & Stratton since day one. And we do it with the people who continue to make the Briggs & Stratton brand a recognized symbol of strength, reliability, and innovation.